En we zijn weer terug.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wat ik nu wil, is... Ik wil even van het plateau afspringen.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nou, nee, niet helemaal.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wij gaan verderop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wat ik nog niet heb gedaan, ik ben hier afgesprongen.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Ik wil hier
I'm not
afspringen.
your enemy, really, I'm not. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oké. Goed, dat is dat.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Dan wil ik nu linksaf. Nee, rechtsaf.
Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Prachtige ruimte.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Dat zijn we al geweest. Of nog niet?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wat ik nu wil is, ik wil er nu afspringen daar.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Ja, en dan? Gaan we door. We gaan hier naartoe. Hier zijn we nog. Nee, niet geweest. Komt me niet bekend voor. Trap naar beneden. Warning, do not stand on this side of fence.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nee, natuurlijk loopt Stanley niet door de rode deur.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Natuurlijk loopt Stanley niet door de rode deur.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nee, de blauwe deur.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Maar daar doorheen? Daar doorheen? Natuurlijk niet, dan pakken we deze deur. Oh, ik moet er toch naartoe. Oké.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Ja, natuurlijk vind ik het fijn dat ik meer keuze heb. Absoluut.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ben je er? Oh, kijk nou. Leaderboard. Oké. Het zijn allemaal gasten offline. Oké. 21,3 spelers hebben de intro sequence geskipt. Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue door. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Briljant. Ik sta onderaan de ranking. 9328. 98,9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. A dead rat is objectively ranked. Boven mij nog. Oh, fantastisch. En... ja, laten we hier maar eens doorgaan nu. Nee hoor, mag niet.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Absoluut niet.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Laten we eens doen, kom maar.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Dat gaan we doen.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
4 uur? Elke gast die komt er. En zo. Ga maar lekker het vuur in. Ik ga er even bij staan.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Wat gaan we doen? Weer een ander spel. Hey,
well, Stanley, is this any better?
Yeah.
At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough?
Ja, absoluut.
Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Cool, waar? Oh, hier, hij is bezig.
This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Nou, zullen we het eens doen? Ik kan tot nergens naartoe, kan niet springen. We gaan erin. Leuk.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ah, leuk. We gaan mijnen. Cool. Ik moet deze kant op. Oeh, we kunnen echt een grot in. We kunnen echt mijnen. Leuk. Laten we dat gaan doen. Muziekje klinkt vaag bekend.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Heb ik een lichtje? Nee, dat heb ik niet. Waar gaan we helemaal naartoe? Hier naartoe? Cool.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oké, mocht niet. Mocht niet verder. Nee, dan niet. Wat gaan we dan doen? Nee. Portal! Ja! Geweldig!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Nou, dat is ook een manier om eruit te gaan. Te gek. Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Kom op. Deze kennen we wel.
Genius.
En nu?
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Ik kan daar naartoe. Zullen we dat doen? Dat gaan we doen. Oké, waar zijn we nu? Work in progress. De Stanley Alpha test. Beta. In progress. Ja. Filing cabinets, dat is die kant op. Dit is gewoon een donker gat met niks. Ja. Lijkt erop. Kan ik daar naartoe? Het is erg donker hier. Nou, laten we er dan maar even afgaan. Wat zag ik daar nou? Hier. Die kant op. Nee, daar gaan we. Oké, dit is apart. Zal ik die kant oplopen? Tuurlijk kan ik daar niet naartoe. Ik wil altijd een manier kiezen die ik niet denk in te moeten gaan. Het is aardig leeg hier. En donker. Nou, ik kom vast ook ergens. Ik denk dat er maar één uitgang is. 4, 2, 3. Nou, wacht, we gaan naar mijn ruimte toe. Naar mijn kantoor. 4, 2, 5. Hier brandt licht. Ja, kijk, dat is mijn kantoortje. Tenminste. Ja, 4, 2, 7. Oké, zal ik een knopje indrukken? Gebeurt niks. Nou, dat moet hier dus niet zijn. Ontzettend donker hier. Huh?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
En nu? Gaan we weer naar kantoor? Ja, we gaan weer naar kantoor.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
De rode deur wil ik in. Ik weet niet of het eruit
Stanley
maakt.
came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nee. Rechtdoor.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ja, doen we.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Ah, kijk aan.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Lichtjes. Meer lichtjes. Iets geks. Wat is dat daar? Sterren? Nee. Oeh, cool.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Er is ook een deur. Zo, wat een trippie toestand. Zo mooi. Heel mooi. En vredig. Gebeuren er nog meer dingen? Kan hij ook afspringen? Nee, dat wil niet. Oh, groene dingetjes. Ja, dit is heel bijzonder hoor. Zo, het is van die muziek om bij in slaap te vallen gewoon. En nu? Ja, door die deur moeten we. Laten we het maar doen. Maar daar ziet het grauw en grijs uit. En hier is het zo mooi. Wat komt er naar groen? Niks meer? Oh, dat was het al. Nee, rood. Nou, ik denk dat het door blijft gaan. Dus we gaan hieruit.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Ik ga terug.
Right. Where were we?
We waren hier. Ik ga toch door. Ja, dat is heel erg aanlokkelijk om daar te blijven. Wat is dit, joh? Gewoon karton, geverfd. Hier is het rommelig.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Ja, we gaan naar boven. Dan gaan we zelf van de trap gooien naar boven. Waarom zou ik dat doen?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Ja, vertellen, de mazzel. Ik zie niet waarom ik dat zou doen. Maar doe maar. Laat ik het maar doen.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Gewoon daarom, dat het leuk is.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Nee, ik wil hier gewoon aanvallen.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Yeah.
You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Absoluut. Gaan we weer.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Fantastisch. Fantastisch. Nou, oké.